Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First up, President Trump blasted NBC over rumors they extended Seth Meyers' contract. Now, if late night TV were the Marvel Universe, Stephen Colbert was a flop, but Seth Meyers is a straight-to-DVD knockoff. Then, Bill Gates is pulling the plug on a foundation that's been funneling money to woke causes. When even Bill Gates thinks you're wasting money, you're basically one step away from starting a GoFundMe called Please Stop Us. Next, Cracker Barrel is ditching its new logo and going back to the old one. They realize that their customers don't want bold new branding. They just want grits, gravy, and not to be lectured by a progressive and a Harris Walls t-shirt. And finally, at the DNC summer meetings, they claim that DEI is the very foundation of the Christian church. I'm not kidding, we've got the video. And they said it with the kind of confident wrongness that only comes from getting all of your religious knowledge from MSNBC and lesbian TikTokers. And then we go to the comment section. First, we have a few funny comments to look at. And then on the segment that we did about President Trump firing the Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, people are asking, will she file a lawsuit or has she already filed a lawsuit? So we'll take a look at that. Okay, let's dive in. President Trump just shredded Seth Meyers, and it was pretty brutal. President Trump blasted NBC about a sick rumor that Seth Meyers' late-night contract had been extended. He said this on Truth Social. There is a sick rumor going around that fake news NBC extended the contract of one of the least talented late-night television hosts out there, Seth Meyers. He has no ratings, talent, or intelligence, and the personality of an insecure child. No ratings, no talent, and no intelligence. That's the holy trinity of modern late-night television. President Trump continued, so why would fake news NBC extend this dope's contract? I don't know, but I'll definitely be finding out. Extending Seth Meyers' contract through 2028 is NBC's version of long COVID. President Trump's comments appeared to reference NBC's announcement back in May when NBC Universal confirmed at its media upfront that Meyers' deal had been extended through 2028, which gives him plenty of time to find his first laugh and to finish transitioning. Bill Gates has reportedly cut off funding to a $77 billion foundation known for supporting Democrat candidates and woke causes. According to reports, the Gates Foundation stopped issuing grants to groups managed by Washington, D.C.-based Arabella Advisors in late June. Imagine being so bad that even Bill Gates won't invest. It's like he found out his charity donations had been going to a casino this whole time. Executives at the Gates Foundation said that the organization will make no new investments with Arabella-related entities, decline to extend existing grants to the for-profit consulting firm, and would even seek early exits from some long-term investments tied to Arabella. Bill Gates is basically saying to Arabella, it's not you, actually no, it is you. The move comes as Arabella faces growing scrutiny over its dark money network, which has funneled funding to Democrats and progressive causes. A spokesperson for the Gates Foundation described the decision as a business decision that reflects our regular strategic assessments and partnerships, which is PR speak for, we realize giving money to psychos is bad business. It's only been 1 week and Cracker Barrel is already going back to their old logo. The new logo was so bad, even Waffle House fights broke out over it. This is what they posted on X. We thank our guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain. Shares rose as much as 6% following this announcement, and it's also being reported that Cracker Barrel called the White House and thanked President Trump for weighing in on their new logo. President Trump responded by writing this, "Congratulations, Cracker Barrel, on changing your logo back to what it was. All of your fans very much appreciate it. Good luck into the future, make lots of money, and, most importantly, make your customers happy again." When your company survives 55 years on biscuits and gravy, and your CEO decides that the logo is the problem, congratulations, you hired a DEI consultant in disguise. At the DNC summer meetings, they said that DEI is the very foundation of the Christian church.
Republican friends and fellow citizens, I say, who profess to be active Christians, I remind them that DEI is the very foundation of the Christian church.
That awkward moment when you try to out-Christian the Christians and accidentally prove you've never actually read the Bible. And now on to the comment section. We first have just a few fun comments. The first one was on the segment that we did about Matt Rife defending Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney did a product called Bathwater Bliss, and we had a few jokes about how lefties and progressives were just offended by the soap because they have a soap aversion. So this is a comment from Jared Lives. They're not triggered by soap, but the fact that they can't fit into a bathtub anymore. That made me laugh. Okay. Then on the segment that we did about the Democrats who were singing for that Kilmar Abrego Garcia, where they were wearing those pink neon and they just sounded terrible. This is a comment from Rig2106. The pink vests were priceless. If they learned to sing and clap together, they could go on the road. I just like that. Okay, then on the segment that we did about J.B. Pritzker, where he was talking about how he lives in President Trump's head, and he was saying this right under Trump Tower in Chicago. It was just hilarious. Okay, this is from Pockethole 1900. Trump does not have a big enough head to accommodate Pritzker. And then this is from Bartleser 591. I didn't know there was a wide enough lens to fit J.B. Pritzker all in one frame. Okay. Then on to the segment that we did about Lisa Cook, the Federal Reserve Governor that Trump fired. So here's a couple of fun ones, and then a few fun ones, and then a more substantive one. Okay, this is from Crystal J 2890. Geez, that 5 o'clock shadow on Lisa Cook makes most men look like a baby face. Okay, this is from Pockethole 1900. Lisa Cook looks like she just ate a lemon. You know, I looked for better pictures of her. I couldn't find any. I went through a bunch, and she has that same face in pretty much all of them. So, all of the ones that I could see. All right, and then this is from Cornfused at Best 3980. Hey, somebody should tell Cookie that it's a wee bit early for that Maxine Waters mask, even though it's spot on. Okay. All right, so now on to the more substantive comment that we're going to look into. And actually, I can't even say the name of that. That looks like a bunch of math symbols. Phi, I, lambda, I don't even know. I know a few of them because I have an engineering degree, but I don't know all of them anymore. Okay, so talking about this Lisa Cook. Nice. Oh, but she says she'll sue. I bet she won't. If so, her crime gets exposed in discovery. So I just wanted to give you the latest on whether she has filed a lawsuit or what she said. Now, this is from CNBC. It says that Lisa Cook will sue over Trump firing from Fed Board, her lawyer says. And the key points from that article, Federal Reserve Board Governor Lisa Cook will file a lawsuit challenging her removal by President Donald Trump, her attorney said. President Trump has no authority to remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, the lawyer, Abby Lowell said in a statement. So, and I think I also read that Lisa Cook had hired the same lawyer that Hunter Biden has. So this lawyer must be like an expert in mortgage fraud allegations and also hookers and cocaine and guns. So she's, whoever this is, that's a lot of breadth. But I'm really confident she will file a lawsuit because she's easily going to find any judge in Washington, D.C. who's just chomping at the bit to say, no, President Trump didn't have cause to fire her, which is what the argument's going to be about, is whether that is for cause. So she hadn't filed a lawsuit yet at the time of filming, but I'm sure it's coming. And she's also going to be a hero celebrated by all libs and lefties all across the country when she files that lawsuit. So I will keep you posted. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.